Greetings viewers, this is CP666 signing on to tell you that Seagate hard drives are tat. On a much more serious note, this is the computer that is used to drive my stereo, which in turn drives this thing, which is for another channel. But this thing basically sits here and runs. And after about 167 days of 24/7 operation, the hard drive, which is a Seagate ST932325AS 320 gigabyte drive, which is actually identical to the drive that is in the compact over there, so I would be willing to bet that this is another 5400.6, has started to develop some bad sectors. You can see the reallocated sectors count is now up at 2, which isn't terribly bad, but it is an increasing number of reallocated sectors. So hopefully this drive isn't bad. I'm going to be cautiously optimistic, even though I know it's a Seagate. I guess I shouldn't complain, because it did give me over a year of reliable service. And compared to every other Seagate I've used, that basically triples the output of almost any other that I have. There is the Seagate that was in there, that T61, that is still being used, but it's a replacement drive. This is an original equipment Seagate. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to install CTools for Windows, and I'm going to check it. If it fails CTools, it basically gives it a free pass to be replaced. But I really can't afford to be losing this machine at all for any extended period of time. And I know that if I put a replacement drive in here, which I do have, I have a 7200.4 up there. If it doesn't fail it, I'm just going to ride it out until it gets worse, because I don't really want to shut this machine down for any reason at all. Because it's sitting here, it's running, and I don't really need to do anything else with it. So I'm going to go ahead and install CTools for Windows. I'm going to go ahead and, well, something just crashed out. Command executable. I don't know why that's so broken. Apparently my setup didn't oh, there we go. The setup did initialize the YS installer. Oh, come on. Do something useful, you piece of junk. I'll come back when it's actually working. Alright, so it actually needs .NET Framework 4. Well, I'll install .NET Framework 4. Something is definitely wrong with the command interpreter on this system. Shut up. It's extracting files now. If I know how this works, it's going to ask me to reboot the computer. Oh well. Of course, this is probably going to take forever, since nothing can ever be straightforward. And since it seems to want to take forever to actually extract stuff, Microsoft.NET. I have read and accept license terms. So it should be able to install, and it should have absolutely zero problems installing any of this junk. I can hear the hard drive. It's not making weird noises. It is working, but oh, let's wait until this is finished. Right, finish. Whoops. Probably gonna ask me to read. Oh, nope, it didn't. Okay, well, that's interesting. Usually it asks you to reboot, although then again, when you install it under Windows Update, it doesn't. Let's see here. Where is it? CTools for Windows. Seagate. Let's see if it runs now. Ah, shut up. Hear the drive making a lot of noise. Wonder if it's actually going to run. Oh, there it is. ATA support scanning for supported drives. Stupid command prompt error that just keeps popping up. Even though I don't really care, and I can't close it because if I hit OK, it just pops right back the hell up again. USB scanning for supported drives. Well, it's not going to find any. Let's wait for it to scan for all these drives. Alright, so the smart level passes. Let's see. Let's run a long sequential read test. We'll see what it does. Alright, it just failed the test. Okay. Let's take a look at this. ctools test code. Alright, so fail information. Downtime of exchanging the drive, blah, blah, blah. Let's write down that code. I'm going to replace it anyway. So, well, there you go. Unfortunately, this drive no longer functions and fails the test. And, well, there you go. So I'm going to be doing a hard drive replacement tonight. Not something I was planning on doing. But oh well. And that is the sign of a definite failure, is when you start to have uncorrectable sectors. So I'm going to get the data off this drive as soon as I possibly can, and I'm going to take it out of commission. Alright, so about 167 days, 12 hours, 1 minute, and 25 seconds later, the system needs to be shut down. Oh, I need to write down that code. That's kind of important. So let's do that. Finally, let's shut out this program. Should take a little bit of time. And it will now close itself. Alright, so we can now finally shut down this computer for the first time in 167 days. I'm just going to wait for it, so. There is a noticeable slowdown, actually. I'm going to be totally honest with you, because it has to wait for this drive to read crap. Aw, damn. The one thing I didn't do is I didn't save the sound sheme. Or at least the sounds from the sheme. But that's okay, since they're standard Windows 7 sounds, except for the one, which was the Microsoft sound, and I did save that one, so I can just get them off of another machine. It will be all good. You can definitely hear that hard drive. One thing I also noticed is that the battery doesn't charge. It's not charging the battery, even though the battery does still function. And the system is now off for the first time in a very long time. Oh. Well, certainly not that anymore, so that can be removed. So let's get this machine out and replace the hard drive. And I've also decided that I'm going to replace the RAM here, or upgrade it to a 2 GB module. Since 1 GB is the bare minimum to run Windows 7 32-bit. And that's what this is running. I don't think Windows Starter actually is anything other than 32-bit. I hope I don't show you that license, because you need to get your own, instead of pirating off of me. Let's pull this out, and we can access the hard drive caddy. Which is right here. What I'm actually going to do first is I'm going to remove this battery. Oh, it's locked. Isn't that useful? Or maybe it's not locked. Oh, it's not even locked. Okay. Come on, you Piece of crap. Give me that battery. There we go. That way it can't power itself on. So there you go. That is an original drive, and it's a 5400.6. I was right to a T. So, well, now it's going to be a replaced drive. And this stupid camera's tripod mount is really bugging the crap out of me. Could just use my tripod, but guess what I'm not going to do? And that's going to be use a tripod. I'm going to remove this hard drive, install the new one, and I'm going to test out some RAM modules here. Alright, the drive is now installed. And these are the two modules I'm going to try. Both of them are unmarked. I have no idea what they are. So let's just take a look at them anyway and see what happens. This I'm going to set aside. It's not a replacement drive. I thought it was for a second. I was like, well, maybe I just lied to you. So I'm not going to screw them in, but I am going to put these bottom plates on, just so that it can't short out on anything. Alright, the first module I tried was a 1 gig module, which was not any better than what I had installed before. But this is a 2 gig. I have no idea if it works. I'm going to run mem test on it in a second. But I want to try something else. Oh, is the time right? Yeah, the time's right. I want to watch Windows crap all over itself. Just because I am that kind of a person. Let's see here. Will it boot? Yeah, I doubt it. It's booting. It's actually working. That is interesting. It doesn't like me. Holy crap. Control-Alt-Delete. Which didn't work. I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Shut that down, but there you go. So it does boot on this completely different set of hardware, but I'm going to be reinstalling Windows anyway. What I want to do right now is go ahead and see if the RAM that I have installed is any good. I'm going to probably run mem test on it. Or not. You know what? Let's just install Windows. Alright, I have my bootable USB thumb drive installed. I have the system plugged in so it will charge the battery. Here we go. Oops, I think I got it too late. Hopefully it tries to boot up off of the USB drive. Oops. Acquired device is inaccessible. I'll Control-Alt-Delete. Hopefully this works and I don't have to recreate my disk. Oh, what a piece of crap. I'm going to have to recreate my Windows install media. You suck. Alright. Bootable USB device created successfully. If I hit start over, it starts that again. Maybe it is now working, but I don't know. Let's unplug it. See what happens. Put it into a different USB port on the computer. Hit enter. See if it can boot from USB now. Cautiously optimistic. It's probably going to give me an error though, if I had to guess. Nope, there it goes. Okay, so now it's working. Obviously something went wrong between the last time I used this and now that caused it to stop functioning. As you can see, it is starting up now. This computer doesn't display that message. Or message, the little fancy boot splash because it's a netbook and Windows 7 is smart enough not to do that. Of course, I have to use this dumb trackpad, which is a total hunk of crap. Can't even use it very well. It's like that bad. I'm just going to use the keyboard because I'm not dealing with that. Setup is starting. Did not want to have to do this, but, well, apparently I do. Stupid Seagate hard drives. Don't like them. I really don't like them. Of course, I'm only going to get a new drive if the opportunity presents itself. Right now, I can't afford to be replacing hard drives like this. Service Pack 1. Well, that's already there. I accept the license agreement. I can only really do a custom install. A for advance, D for delete. I don't care, delete it anyways. D for delete. Again, I don't freaking care. Next to install to the unallocated space. I wonder if I'm going to be able to enter my license key or the license key on the bottom of the computer because this is Windows 7 Professional, not Windows 7 Starter. I know with Windows Vista it will let you do that, but I don't know if it'll let you do that with this. We'll see. If it doesn't, oh well, but if it does, even better. See, I started this install at 10:37 p.m. See how long this takes. Alright, well the first part of it didn't take too long at all. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug in a mouse. Oh, it's probably going to boot off of this. I don't want it to do that, do I? No, I don't. Oh, crap. Okay, so I'm going to have to reboot the system again. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and plug in this USB mouse that I have right here. It's an IBM. I'm not going to go grab the Logitech that I usually have plugged into this because it seems like an astonishing waste of time to me. What the hell? What a pain in the butt. Messing up all my drives. There we go. Let's go ahead and plug this in. Plug it in. Plug it in the right way. That will be a very useful thing to do. Unplug that temporarily just so it can boot off the internal drive, which it's doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and plug that drive back in because it's probably going to need it for later on in setup. That grinding you hear in the background is coming from my T500. The fan is not in the best of shape anymore. Alright, another reboot. It's been about 14 minutes. That back end, just in case it needs it again. Although at this point it shouldn't. gonna need to download the drivers, so why don't we do that? Alright. Oops. Type in a password. We have some drivers here. That's not Acer's website, so screw you. Windows 7 32-bit. Oh, that's not very useful at all. Should be on Acer's website. Oh, there are some drivers. Look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and download these drivers, and I'm going to finish up this Windows install. Right, here's a second run through startup, and now it should be ready to go. It turns out the Windows 7 starter key, all that did was lock up the setup program. So I just went ahead and rebooted it and did all that, so it's going to be running Windows 7 Professional. I think what I'm going to do, I won't go ahead and create a whole special background for it, because you'll never see it anyway. All the system does is sit around and run. Alright, setup took about 28 minutes, which is not bad for a netbook. Now I just need to install the drivers and all the updates, which is going to be fun. Alright, since it's not going to be hooked up to the internet, I'm not going to bother to install the wireless driver. I don't really care anyway. Alright. Let's go ahead. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, okay, let's go ahead and just extract all this. No. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Oh, it's gonna not even do them all at all. So let's extract them all, because now I have to waste my time extracting this crap. This is stupid. Alright, last driver that needed to be installed. It took a lot more work than it needed to, but whatever. It also should install or configure updates. Plug into Ethernet at the moment. That's all I'm really going to use. Don't really care to use anything else. Oh, it's probably going to try and boot up off of this, isn't it? No, you don't. That definitely looks a whole lot better than the stretched video that it had before. Wow, really? You must restart your computer to apply these changes. Fine, I guess. Whatever. Just started it back up, and now I have to shut it back down again. How useful is that? No, whatever. That fan constantly slows down and speeds back up again when you're using the computer is really annoying, to say the very least. Don't know what's up with that video glitch at the beginning when it boots up, but whatever. In fact, you know what? I might just remove the password. Because I'm going to be the only one using... This is just a dedicated use... Excuse me, system anyway, so... Well, there you go. Wow. Excuse me once again. I am sorry for that. Hero graphics are enabled. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to... change the desktop background to a solid color, just blank it out. Doesn't need to be a bright color. So there you go, there's that. The other thing that I'm going to do before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and, well, first of all, switch this into large icons mode so I can actually see what I'm doing. And turn off the ability for the computer to fall asleep. Headshot! Do not put the computer to sleep. Do not put the computer to sleep. In both cases, I'm going to turn the display off after 2 minutes, dim it after a minute. Save those settings. That's good. Just the way that I want that. Now all that I really need to do is install updates, put all my files back on here, and that's about it for that. Holy crap. Yeah. Just a few updates. Oops. Hope if I'm clicking the right button. Go ahead and just install all of those. Let's go in and set up sound schemes. Oops. That's what I want. Why is my sound so low? I don't get it. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Should be the default. Anyways, I don't care. Just work, damn it. Alright, so that's pretty darn good. I want to Check though and make sure that I know where the sound is supposed to go and that there are no sounds that are missing. Whoa, crap. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, it's supposed to go in music. Okay. Shut up. That's all okay, so this all should work. This stuff all needs to just go into the root of the drive, so... Whoops. I didn't want you to do that. Let's put it into the root. Hopefully it installs these updates soon, because it's about 12:20 in the morning and I need to go to bed because I am tired. Holy crap. Alright, we're finally at the first reboot cycle. Thankfully no service packs that need to be installed here because it's already service pack 1, but well, there you go. I need to be in bed right about now. Of course, it's about 3:30. Oh my god. This was not the way I wanted to start my long weekend. It's 3:30 in the morning and then here I am installing Windows on a computer. I was not expecting to have to do this. There's IE10 on it now. See how many updates are available for this system. Probably not very many. Although, I say that there are probably like at least 100 that need to be done. It's gonna take forever. And I keep doing that. Alright. It is the next day, and all the updates should be done by now. Except for the ones that are not for Windows. All the Windows updates are done. I'm going to, right now I'm going to enable the, non-Windows updates. It sounds like I'm slamming the keyboard. Not really slamming the keyboard. I don't know why the camera makes it sound like I am slamming the keyboard. I don't slam my keyboards because I don't have to. I do like to hear the tactile feedback though, so I do press the keys harder than most other people would. So let's go ahead and enable. As you can see, maybe. Let's go ahead and enable the updates for other products. I have downloaded Firefox. I just haven't installed it yet. So there you go, that should now check for updates for other free software. Oh, shut up. Okay, let's see, what else needs to be done? Not a whole heck of a lot. Need to put my program in there, I need to set up the scheduled tasks, but that's about it. The program's already on there, so well, there you go. Not really going to be using this thing for anything else, so not going to bother to install any other programs. Let's see, what do we have? We have Silverlight, Security Essentials. This can shut up, I don't like Bing. Bing sucks anyway, so well, there you go. Never install anything that belongs to Bing. Still gonna have to download those. Oh, or not. It's already downloaded them for me. How handy. Or not. No. Wow. I always liked how it put it in the background. Let's go ahead and finish that. Oh, there we go. So it should go ahead and update. Meanwhile, Silverlight's going to install, and it's going to take forever. Not sure how useful Silverlight even is, because I haven't really seen anything that takes advantage of it. Alright, MSE is updated. Review optional updates. What is in here? Oh, Bing, shut up. Hide that. Update for MSE, go ahead. That isn't a definition update, that's actually a program update, so. Shut up. I'm gonna actually change these settings so that it doesn't check for updates ever. Two important messages. I'm going to turn off that other one, because I don't care. So there you go. More updates are available. Let's see. Oh, Bing. Shut up. Let's see here. Are there any more? I want to check that. And after that, I'm going to start running the programs. Set everything back up the way it's supposed to, and I'm going to put the machine back in its place. Security update for Silverlight. Updates were successfully installed. Okay, I don't believe there are any more updates that need to be installed at this point, which is really, really cool. I did install .NET Framework 4, though, so there you go. That was installed through the Windows Update service, which it should have been in the first place. Now, just as I stop the camera, it pops up and tells me that there are no updates available, which is what I like to see. Now let's set things up the way I want. There's one single program that I need, and that is this. Actually, there's VNC as well, but... Cannot do that. Of course it has to download. It's one of these offline installers, or online installers, sorry. I don't know if you can still download the offline installer or not, but... Wow, what a wonderful haiku, eh? Alright, don't import anything, because I don't need anything. Can now unpin Internet Explorer from the taskbar, and we can move Firefox in its place. Oh, it already pins it, isn't that nice? The next thing I'm going to do is remove this stupid small user bar, because I hate that interface. And there you go, now it's exactly the way that Firefox should look like. There you go. Go ahead and close that because I don't need it anymore. The other program that I need. I'm going to go ahead and move that. Oops. Oh, my disk isn't in there. That would be why it's not working. Shut up. Go ahead and move Firefox setup stub there. Might not work eventually, but let's go ahead and run VNC. Don't want the mirror driver because I don't need it. Actually, I should probably figure out if I need the mirror driver or not. Just realized something. Why am I installing VNC if it's not even going to be connected to the network? There's our uptime picture. That's the previous uptime. Wonder what we're going to be able to get now. And in case you were wondering, yes, that folder is titled McAfee. And yes, that's what I think of McAfee antivirus. McAfee sucks, so I don't know why you would even bother to try and use it. These are the drivers for this computer. I'm going to save them onto the USB thumb drive. In here, There's a lot of files that need to be moved over. While that's happening, I'm going to set up the scheduled tasks. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pin the task scheduler. Actually, I'm going to pin my program to the taskbar as well. My program PA control. Pin that to the taskbar. Or not. Yeah, it's still not pinned to the taskbar. What the heck is going on here? Oh, there it is. I'm going to also create a shortcut because I want this to start up with the system. And I'm going to go ahead and open up administrative tools. I don't know why it opens up in a new window. Task scheduler. I should install Office on this, but I don't think I'll ever be using it as a portable computer ever again anyway. It has a dedicated use, so go ahead and pin the task scheduler. Close that. Maximize this. Whoops. I keep doing that. Mouse is in right-handed mode, not left-handed mode. Keep trying to use it. Okay, it's a noon chime. Run with the highest privileges. Configure for Windows 7. Whoops. 7, because that's what it's going to be running on. Trigger every day at 12 o'clock, which is past, but there you go. The thing's off anyway. Holy crap. I don't know why it does this. This thing is slow. Daily at 12 o'clock. Recur every day. Enabled. Because this program isn't designed to automatically do it yet, well, it doesn't really matter which one I choose, does it? Wake it to run the task. Stop it if it runs longer than 12 hours. Actually, 1 hour, because it's not going to be running for an hour. Got in the password. Damn it. There we go. So there's that. I'll turn the volume down. I was going to run this. Does it work? I don't see a W script here. Oh crap, I don't think it's working. Yeah, I don't think it's actually working. That kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to do some diagnosis here. Not sure why that is. But well, there you have it. And as you can tell, it is actually working. W script is not actually open. So it is working. I had to change it to the other folder, unfortunately. Creation completed successfully. That's always what I like to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do one more thing, and that is, whoops. Test that. Yep, that works. Okay. Shut up, shut up, shut up. There we go. So that does work. Now I'm going to create a basic task, or a task. Whoops. Wow. Stupid thing. Run whether the user is logged on or not. Run with the highest privileges. Configure for Windows 7, because that's what this is. New trigger. Should run on the first Tuesday. Not in January or February or November or December. (12:01 p.m.) Never was quite sure why this never worked. But I'm going to have to go ahead and probably update this. So I'm going to go ahead and update all this crap. Alright, so it works, which is a good thing. And that whole thing should now be done. Now I'm going to launch this program. It should maximize, I don't know why it doesn't sometimes. Make sure that this program launches. Actually, I don't want to. I'm going to just shut this down, and I'm going to shut the computer off, and I'm going to put it into its new location. Oh, too late. Just going to put the volume back up, but I'm going to do that in a second anyway. Alright, we're ready to put it back where it belongs. Alright, it's back in its little home. Let's power it up. Make sure that it's going to actually make some sound. Oh, I forgot to install Crystal Disk Info and Core Temp. Oops. Well, I'm going to have to do that. I wonder if this would reach. No, it doesn't quite reach. So I'm going to download them onto another USB thumb drive, and I'm going to do that way. Doesn't make sound. It does. And the program starts up like it's supposed to. Well, it doesn't maximize like it's supposed to, but whatever. And put the volume back up where it should be. And that is, well, not all the way up there. Whatever. It does make good enough sound, which is good. I'm going to turn that off now, though. Didn't even need to download it, which was really nice. We're going to start with core temp. I'm not sure if core temp is going to work. That's the one that I'm always concerned about. If it even opens. Man, this thing is slow. This is horrible. Come on. Piece of junk. I can wait, I guess. There we go. What? Okay, fine, we're just not going to install that program then. Alright, delete that because it's an online installer. End process. Oh, it's already ended. IE can go die in a fire. Oh, yep, delete. Goodbye. Let's try crystal disk info then. This one should work without an internet connection. There we go, 3889 hours. I like the simplicity theme. That is an unusually high command timeout. There are no bad sectors or anything like that, which is what I'm concerned about. And my concerns are unfounded. So there you go, there is the actual system working. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then. Alright, and that concludes this project, which is one that I really did not want to have to do anytime soon, but, well, oh well. Sometimes things don't work out the way we want them to. And considering it's a Seagate, well, I really can't complain. Seagates are terrible, and I stand by that judgment. So thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.